Are you the most beautiful comic ever?
It's a valid question if you look at other comics.
I just thought of it. Like, who are you? Like, come on.
Do
you do stand-up?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
An insult and a compliment. That's great. I'll take that. Yeah.
I think it's
We're not talking about men.
okay.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to compete with these guys.
Can I tell you, Sarah Silverman,
Yeah, Sarah.
She looks very pretty in real life.
Very
Yeah.
pretty.
dude, she is breathtaking. She is breathtaking.
I mean,
I think she's very
I feel like we said a nice thing, and then you made it. We have to be mean now.
Yeah.
We said a nice thing. Very pretty in real life.
very pretty.
I stand by what I said.
I'm breathing
believe you
fine.
do.
I'm
Air this
asthmatic.
clip,
I'm fine.
air it, run it.
I think you got Sarah Silver. I'm
might.
just saying objectively.
I think Sarah
I
Silverman-
think in both of your heydays. I think it literally. No, I'm not.
Do you think you're the most handsome comedian ever?
No, I don't think I'm the most handsome.
You looked at it?
Do you think I'm the most handsome?
Of course.
Who do you think the most handsome
on, bro.
comedian is?
The most handsome comedian ever?
John Mulaney.
He's pretty handsome.
He's
No,
handsome.
I don't think he's the
There's
most
different kinds of handsome, you know.
Different kinds of hands.
No. Who's the most handsome
Most
comedian ever?
handsome, like we know, most handsome football player. Who?
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady, probably.
Tom Brady's up
I mean,
there.
Odell Beckham Jr. is pretty
He's a
hot.
handsome son of a
If I
bitch,
knew
dude.
more about football, I'd probably be better.
Who's the most handsome comedian?
Most handsome comedian, most
Oh,
handsome.
Lenny Bruce? Was he handsome?
Was he?
He's
funny?
asking you because you knew him.
Was Lenny Bruce funny? You used to open for Lenny Bruce.
So I feel like I would know. I used to watch him eat shit.
Wait, was he not funny at all?
No, I guess to me, I'm like, no, I love Lenny Bruce. George Carlin, one of my favorites, but I am so curious what was like laugh out loud funny at the time.
Yeah.
And what.
Well, I think you also
Just
got to like
didn't-
judge things in the context of their time.
Yeah.
We always ask people to do that with like fucked up jokes, but you
Yeah.
also got to do it with like humor. Like maybe the things that they were saying were just so rare for the time that
Yeah.
people are finding it absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
And now so many people have copied them. Like I was listening to like old Bruce shit, and I've seen people do versions of the jokes today. And it was just a really cool, it was a joke about, like, I think he would have this black jazz musician on the road with him. And he would talk about like when white people like meet a black person, they're trying to prove that they're not racist. And it's like, for that time,
Yes.
that was like the first time
Yes.
white people were doing that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I did.
That's a funny observation. Like you still see that joke now. You see it in sitcoms now. You see it in these
Yeah.
TV shows. You see it in everything. For him to make that then, imagine what people in the audience were doing
Yeah.
when they realized that they were actually saying those ridiculous stereotypical things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, oh my God, I love watermelon too. Like that was like one of the that was one of the lines. Imagine that at the time though.
That's wild.
I'm like, that's hilarious. Now you watch it, you're like, okay, I guess it's kind of funny
watch
because you've
the-
seen it 1,000 fucking times.
If you watch the Carlin doc, you see what comedy was in the 50s and
Yeah.
what he
And
was
then
doing
what-
early on, and
Yeah.
then what he became. You're like, yo, I've never seen anything. There was nothing like that.
I'm not
It was
trying to-
revolutionary shit.
Bring gender into this because I don't see gender. But
That's pretty gay.
when you look
Pretty gay.
such a girl thing to say. When you look back at Joan Rivers, like her sets, like
Oh,
her late night sets,
beast.
dude, those jokes are fucking
Crazy.
Beast.
awesome.
She was
They're
supposed
so
to
good.
She was supposed to take over for Carson, right?
Yes, she
Then they
was.
had some kind of falling out because she like went and did some other show.
She got her own show on Fox, and then her
And-
husband killed himself.
Whoa.
Was the show that bad?
Or that good?
Wait a minute. Really?
Yes.
But Carson was so upset that he wasn't. He was like, "You're supposed to take my shit.
I own
Don't go
you."
do this other thing." Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And then that was it. She was ousted from that.
Yeah, she was.
Set her on a real probably shitty path.
Yeah. But she's like, I look back at her shit and it is joke. Whereas like the guys are kind of telling these long stories, which is like, I mean, to me, I think it's interesting this time we're in like podcasts. Not this one. Like I love this podcast. It's just fucking jokes. Like a lot of podcasts that male comedians do is like just them talking about like their depression and like their anxiety attacks. I'm like, it's amazing to me that male comics need to prove that they're like vulnerable and sad.
Right.
Whereas like I can't
we all
do
did that.
Specifically,
I
who
still need to prove
specifically?
that I'm funny. Like I still
Who specifically talks about that a lot?
I mean, look, why are you doing this to me?
I don't know. Which person? Can you think of a specific person that talks
Do
a
you
lot
know?
about
Because
that?
I don't even know.
I don't know either. I have no
Really?
clue. Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like guys, like there's a lot of like, I need to talk about my panic attacks. Like, I hate that shit. I hate Woody Allen for that reason. I've never liked Woody
Not
Allen.
the rape?
I don't like
Makes
That's
sense.
the issue. The anxiety is the issue.
not
the
rape.
anxiety he
It
gave
is
Sunny
it's
at
not
fucking
rape.
12 years old.
It's not
whenever he
rape.
came over.
It's not rape if she was too young to speak yet. Go go gaga does not mean
That's
no.
not her name. It's Soon Yi. Jesus Christ, Whitney. Goo goo gaga.
Too soon.
Listen.
I don't like men bragging about being weak. It makes me sick.
That's sexist.
Yeah.
Why can't we be weak too?
Fine. Okay. Cool. You got me. Now what am I gonna do?
Oh, God.
Look,